and I'm actually sitting here in my home with John, who I've just met on the services, coming from Warwick to Leeds. I've been away. I'm travelling back, just travelled back to Leeds. Obviously I wouldn't recommend to any of you out there to pick up strangers in your car. It's not safe. However, my intuition and the sort of person I am has allowed me to feel safe with John. Hi John, thanks for talking so bravely and frankly with me. So you were in the army?
Yeah.
You were in the army for how long?
12 years.
So you're in the army for 12 years. And can you explain why you're travelling to the north of the country?
Well, I've been travelling the country for about 4 months now, trying to get work.
Is that how long you've been homeless for? Okay.
And, how it all came about, I split up with my wife at Christmas 2014, which was rather a messy breakup, and basically I've been homeless since. I've had various interviews. Most of them have been a waste of time because they've either said I'm too old or they can't do anything because I'm homeless.
Okay.
I'm now travelling later on today from Leeds to Carlisle.
Where did you start your journey from, John?
Preston in Lancashire.
Okay, when did you set off for this interview?
1st of January.
When did you set off, when did you embark on the journey for your interview?
Today, I started yesterday from Solihull in Birmingham. Spent last night on a service area near Nottingham on the M1. And this kind lady, I managed to get a lift to another services near Leeds where this young lady...
Excuse me John, my dog's after the rest of your beef burger. Do you want the rest of your beef burger? No, you have it. Are you hungry? Sorry darling, you finish that because he's not going to let us do this interview until you finish. You eat it all up, yeah? Okay. So you've travelled from Solihull and so far we're at Leeds and you've got to get to Carlisle for your interview, which is tomorrow at
10:30.
10:30. And where's your interview?
Hot Point Industry in Carlisle.
So it's Hot Point Industry in Carlisle, and they've agreed to interview you, despite the fact that you have no fixed address at the moment.
I explained all this to the gentleman on the phone when he rang me on the phone, and he's still prepared to see me, so it does sound promising.
Yeah. And then we've discussed that if you manage to get a position with Hot Point, you'll be able to then approach the Salvation Army and hopefully, if you get this job, they can help you with housing.
Yeah.
And we've already discussed you're not a drug user or a drinker.
No, I was a drug user years ago, but I've been clean 30 odd years. Okay.
Because a lot of people associate homelessness with drug addicts and alcoholics. And what are your views on the public's attitude and perhaps ignorance towards those who've lost their homes? What are your views on that, John?
Well, it's hard to explain. I have been a drug user, so I know where they're at, and a lot. The bad publication is just plain ignorance to me, because you don't look into what are the causes of people going on to drugs.
Yeah. What did you do in the army?
I was a driver.
And where did you go in the army?
I was stationed in Germany for a while. I served in Ireland and I also served in the Falklands.
Yeah.
In fact, that's why I came out. I got a medical discharge because I was injured in the Falklands.
Okay. So, How is it sleeping on the streets? How have you found it? Obviously, it's not good. It's not a pleasant experience. But have you been afraid, frightened? Have you been
Yes.
put in compromising situations?
Well, been in 1 or 2 compromising positions. I have had my personal property taken.
And you've had a stroke recently, haven't you?
12 months ago, yeah.
Yeah. And you're on medication for that.
Yeah.
So you can't drive. You were a driver. Obviously, you cannot continue that profession because you've had a stroke.
Right.
But you're a labourer. You're prepared to turn
Yeah.
your hand to anything that you're able to do. And
Yeah.
you're looking for work.
Yeah.
So if you can't get this job at Hot Point in Dorset, there might be somebody watching this who can help you, give you the work, and in turn then you can go to the Salvation Army and they will hopefully be able to help you with housing. So are there any particular areas that you want to work in, any particular regions of the UK, or do you not mind?
I'll take anywhere. It's just basically get a job and make a fresh start.
Okay. Now, I've not met you before today, and I can't endorse the information you've given me, and I don't know anything about your past, and this video might throw up other people's opinions of you, but I'm taking you by how I feel about you, and you're a commendable guy, and I think you deserve a chance. And you're not in the best of health, and it couldn't be easy. You're nearly 60, and you're homeless, and you're having to travel not knowing, you've got no certainty of where you're going to sleep tonight. What you're going to eat, and you haven't got a penny to your name at the moment. So you can't claim benefits because you're homeless. Yeah. Oh, how do you feel about the way that the system works, where homeless people aren't entitled to have any financial aid? If that is the case, that you're just not entitled to any financial help because you haven't got a home.
No, you see, at one stage the benefit did, if you were homeless, okay, you had to sign on every day, but you got so much a day. But now you've got to have, to get benefits, you've got to have, what do they call it? A care of address.
A fixed address.
Yeah, a fixed address, or a care of address.
Yeah. And you've got, if you don't mind me saying, you've also got some mental health issues.
Yes.
So there used to be a time when people in your situation would be given preferential help and care.
Yeah.
Because clearly, to me, you do need somewhere to live, and you do need some help. But there's
there was various charities that help, but I don't really want to get into politics, but that's the trouble these days. The British government does not look after their own.
Okay, so where we're at now is John's been here and had some supper. I've got to take him back now to the motorway and put him there, and I'm not going to feel very good about that today. But that's unfortunately is the way that this cookie crumbles, and I'm just going to have to wish him so much luck.
Yeah.
And is there anything else you'd like to say, John?
Not really.
I mean, you hadn't had a meal since Sunday.
Yeah.
And presumably you've not slept very well for...
No, not very well.
When's the last time you slept on a mattress?
2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago today.
All right then. And we were saying you've got a daughter in Turkey that's offered to put you up there.
Yeah.
If we can get you to Turkey, she'll be able to help you, your daughter. Your daughter's 33.
Yeah.
She lives in Turkey. And you've got 2 sons.
Yeah.
You've got one son in Iraq. Where's your son fighting?
Out in Iraq at the moment.
Yeah. And your other son lives with your former wife. Okay then. So we're wishing you all the very best.
Yeah. Thank you.
And let's hope you get that job.
Yeah.
And like I said, I've not met you before, so I can't endorse your history or anything
No.
about you, but honestly I do, I really wish you well.
Yeah.
Thank you ever so much for talking and being so brave as to raise awareness about you and the thousands of people like you, British citizens who've got nowhere to live and no income. And it's commendable the charities that are doing what they can to help people like John, and if there's anybody out there, any charity that can come forward and help John, please get in touch with me. I'm going to keep John's phone number. I'm going to keep in touch with him. And do as much as I can to appeal to people out there who may be able to come forward and offer him some kind of work or refuge, please. I'm sure he'd be very, very grateful. And on behalf of my friends, and I'm sure my family when they see this, we wish you every success with your job interview tomorrow, and to travel so far to get this job. You deserve this chance. Okay?
Yeah.
Cheers, John. Thanks very much. Bye. Bye.